I found 20 fall dresses under $40 on Amazon, and I'm trying them all on for you. Which ones are going in your fall wardrobe? Let's dive in. Up first is actually one of my favorites from the haul. This is by Zesica, and this is the navy. It looks a little dark as I step away from the screen, and that's just due to my lighting, but in the light you can see it's not black, it's navy. And like everything in this haul, it comes in a gazillion different color options from Amazon. If you don't like navy, there's another option for you. It comes in sizes small to extra large. It has elastic on the wrist, which fits me at a great length, and it's not very tight, so there's no discomfort there. You'll notice the main element of the dress is the eyelet sleeves, which, while beautiful, concerns me a little bit about warmth. Maybe this is great for the transitional fall month. Getting into winter, you're not gonna be able to take your coat off because your arms are gonna be cold. So I would say this is definitely more on the fall side as far as warmth. I love the notch at the neckline. There are no buttons, it just lays flat and provides a little bit of detail and openness there. You don't have such a quite high neckline. The elastic waistband has lots of stretch and lots of room. You know me, you know I'm testing every piece of clothing for a Thanksgiving meal, and you could eat in this, definitely. It's harder to see on camera, but the eyelet detail does continue all the way down, and you can see it's hitting me just above knee length. For reference, I am 5'3" and 136 pounds. This feels very well made. It's a beautiful dress. I am not going to be able to keep everything in my haul. I'll be making a ton of returns. This is a top contender for something I'm going to keep. It has kind of that fit and flare style, so it does come out quite a bit from the waistline, which for me as a pear shape, I find quite flattering because it does move away from my hips. I love how it looks. I'm very, very happy with this dress. Okay, this dress by Zaful. How do you pronounce this? That sounds awful. Is it Zaful? I don't know how you say this word, but it's Zaful. I actually ended up getting it in 2 different colors, which I didn't realize until the packages arrived, but here I am wearing it in the brown, and obviously I'm thinking more Thanksgiving or fall when I'm thinking about this. I also ordered it in green, which we'll see here in a minute, and that translates more into, I would say, holiday. All of the colors that I ordered, I did try to get more fall type colors. So you're gonna see browns and deep greens and navies. Many of these dresses are available in a burgundy color as well. I don't like how I look in burgundy, so you're not gonna see me try on any burgundy pieces. However, if you're a burgundy girl, all of these dresses, I believe, come in burgundy. So this dress here, it does have the gathered wrist, which is loose, but it's also holding the sleeves up. These do have longer sleeves. I am more on the petite side. I do have shorter arms. So the fact that these are hitting me a little bit below the wrist is a good sign for some of you that are less petite. It's got a gathered waist with a lot of wiggle room, as you'll see when I stretch it out. It's hitting me at about the same spot, which is a little bit above the knees, with a beautiful ruffle that goes all the way around. I do love the notching. Not a single one of these dresses has a zipper. I thought that was really interesting. Not intentional, but maybe that's just the style. Maybe it's more expensive to make dresses with zippers, and on Amazon we're not gonna see that. I don't know. But all the ones that were showing up in my cart, I don't know how they got there, were all just pullovers. I think this dress is really cute. It's pretty flattering and really shows off my small waist, and again flies away from my hips. It's kind of that A-line style. I could see wearing this brown one to Thanksgiving dinner. I could see wearing this green one to more of a holiday party. No pockets, which I don't love, but the first one didn't have pockets either, so that's just something I have to learn to live with, and I guess hold a purse. I think this one, because of the velvet fabric, definitely has more of a festive or party type feel to it. I wouldn't necessarily wear this velvet one to the office, but I could definitely wear it out to dinner in the fall. If you're looking for a velvet dress, I think this is really cute. You're done. This one is by Cflonge. These names. Cflonge. At time of purchase was well below the $40 threshold. I'm not sure if it still will be. As you know, Amazon prices change all the time, but this was one of the less expensive dresses. Okay, this dress is much longer than the last 2. And what is a fall dress? In my mind, I was looking for something with long sleeves that either hit at knee or lower. Some of these are going to be midi, some are long, and then some are short, but something that had long sleeves and also available in fall type colors. I was trying to stay away from florals and pastels and really looking for things that were more fall appropriate. It's available in sizes small to extra large. Every single one of these dresses I am wearing is in a size small. And again, that's due to my size and frame. You can see the sleeves on here are just hitting me at the right spot. So just be cautious again. I do have shorter arms. So if you have longer arms, you may need to size up for that reason alone. The bodice has that, what do you call that? Ruching? Is it called ruching? I feel like I'm using the wrong word for that. Whatever that is, where the elastic is all, you know, but I feel like it's very flattering and I'm very comfortable with that style of dress. I know it's not for everyone, but I do really like it. And then it is lined down to about the knee. I do like the length because I feel like it's going to keep me a little bit warmer than some of those shorter dresses. And then you could just put a pair of boots under it, and potentially this could keep you warm in the cooler months. Does anyone watch Jane Williamson? I know she's all over TikTok and YouTube and social media. I feel like she was wearing this exact dress in a recent video I saw of hers. Anyway, she cracks me up. I think she's hilarious and I cannot stop watching her videos. But I put this dress on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think Jane Williamson was wearing this in a recent video. I don't know if that's right or not, but comment below if you know who I'm talking about or if you agree or double XL. I know I said that last dress was one of the least expensive ones, but this dress by Karin is actually a lot less than the other ones. So a lot of affordable options here. I was trying to avoid black, but I also was trying to just get some variety in the colors. And so I just ended up getting this one in black. And what's funny is the description of the dress says funeral or church. And I definitely feel like this is a funeral appropriate dress. I really hope you don't need to have a dress for that occasion. If you do, I actually think this one would be very appropriate. I actually like this dress and the black doesn't bother me. I think it's hard to see some of the details on camera, but it does have beautiful embroidery at the neckline, kind of the eyelet that goes into that open V, which I think is just a really pretty detail. Hallelujah, it has pockets. I love that about it. Elastic waistband, as all of these do for whatever reason. That's just, I guess, what is popular right now. And it does have a lining that goes to about above the knees, because above that there's an open trim with some lace. And so to see that detail, you can't have the lining go below that. The wrists are elastic and they're a little bit long. Again, that's a good sign for all of you. If you have regular length arms, that this will fit you. This does come in sizes small to double XL. This is the caramel midi sweater pocket dress from Newshows, available in sizes small to double XL and in a ton of colors. It kind of reminds me of a lot of the wrap dresses that I used to have in my closet, and my daughters told me they're not in style anymore. Although this one, the top part is the only part that's the wrap. The bottom part is not actually a wrap, and it just kind of ties with a little bow there, so you have that crossover look. It is ribbed all the way down, so you have those little vertical lines all the way through. The sleeves aren't super long, so just beware, because I do have shorter arms. They might be a little on the shorter side for you. I love that it has pockets. It feels warm. I think overall this is a pretty good dress. If you're not a fan of this color, there's like 20 other options, but I do like the open area here. I think it opens up the dress. I think the vertical lines create some interest. Love the pockets. I think there's a lot going for this dress. I think it's really pretty. Okay, this is not a keeper. This is by Merokeety. Meow. I'm not loving the style, but it came up in fall dresses and it's got a 4.4 rating. So on a lot of people, maybe they like this. I don't know if I love the trimming on this with the white on the bottom and the little collar. It's like it's trying to be preppy, but it just looks a little cheap to me. It does have like pleating at the bottom. Maybe if I was wearing shapewear or just was taller and thinner, this could be a cute dress. It's just like not doing it for me. This is knit material, and I think that's part of it. Knit dresses just tend to show. So if I had shapewear, maybe I'd like it a little bit more, but I just don't think this style is for me. The buttons are functional, so you could potentially open them up and close them. While it's not a strictly elastic waistband, there's obviously some give in here. And it says it's pleated, and I'm not seeing the ridging like you would for pleating. It comes in sizes small to extra large, and if you like this style, maybe this would work for you. Okay, pay attention, because this dress is going to feature a guest appearance. This dress is by Anrabess, and it is in a deep forest green. It has that eyelet like we saw with the Zesica dress on the sleeve. The eyelet feels a little cheaper, and the price reflects that. At time of purchase, this was half the price of the other one. The top part is just kind of a loose jersey with a non-detailed open neck, and it just seemed a little plain. But again, the pricing kind of reflects that. And then this one is much looser and flowier at the waist. Benefit of this one over the Zesica one, pockets. I am such a fan of pockets, but it's definitely floating away from the waist. Oh yeah, and look who walks in. It's Nick. I told him I was filming. He wanted to be part of it, so come on, let's see your stuff. Okay, and now he has to show me a reel on Instagram. Does he not see I'm doing things? Does he not see that I am trying on Amazon dresses? Nick! Okay, back to the dress. It definitely has more of a flowy feel to it. It is not as cinched, and then there's plenty of room. So if you are the type of person, like my friend Jana on Playing the Mom Game, who doesn't like things touching your waist, this might be a really good option for you because it does come in at the waist, but it's not touching your waist in any way. And then apparently I ordered the exact same dress in 2 colors. I don't know if I thought it was a different dress or I was just confused or I just wanted to see both colors, but here it is in the coffee color. And I don't know if I love this color. I know the chocolate or deep or mocha brown is supposed to be a trend for fall. I feel like this is a little bit mousier brown, and I don't know if it's the right color for me, but it's an option and I wanted to share it with you. I don't love the big waist, and so I actually grabbed a belt to cinch it in. And I think I like this dress a whole lot better with that belt. That being said, if you are looking at this dress versus the Zesica one, which was the first dress, a lot of similarities between the two. Definitely felt like the Zesica one had better quality. The material felt better. This one feels like you're getting what you're paying for, which that's often the case in the world. Welcome to life. Hi, I'm Sierra. Welcome or welcome back. And if you are new to my channel or if you have been watching a few of my videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It does indicate to YouTube and to me that you like this kind of content and helps my video be seen by more people. If you do subscribe, please drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from and that you did, so I can personally say hello to you and thank you. Okay, I have to actually read this one. It is by BTFBM. That's the brand. This one is actually showing as over $40 now, but there are still a couple of coupons that would bring that pricing down. So everything that I purchased at the time of purchase was under $40. But again, pricing can be all over the place, so just check Amazon if you're interested in anything. So this one is the Dot Orange Yellow. It has the little ties for the opening, and it's got the ruffled bottom. I really love the bottom. I think the ruffles are really flattering and a really great design element. The sleeves are just elastic, which is fine. It's got the tie neck. I've kind of seen that those are going out of style, and I kind of agree. They're kind of pointless to me, but let me tie it and see what it does. Okay, I don't know. The pattern, it says it's dots, but if you look at it, it's more like little knots that almost form a figure 8 or infinity sign. So I wouldn't call it a dot. I would call it more of a knot. It's kind of odd, but kind of cute. It feels less dressed up than some of the other pieces, maybe because of the tie neck or the skirt. But I feel like this would not be something I would actually wear to work or to Thanksgiving dinner. This would be something that's maybe a little bit more casual, and I'm not sure what element of it makes it more casual. And this one is available in sizes small to extra large. I think it's a cute dress in some ways, but not my favorite in others. What do you think of this one? And okay, here's a blank canvas dress that is by Weaczzy. These names. Weaczzy. Weaczzy. Anyway, comes in sizes small to 3X and all different kinds of patterns. This one does come in some floral options, so if you kind of like the look of it, know that you can get it in some patterns as well as solids. I think this is a really good, just solid, basic dress. It's got the crossover on the front, which we talked about earlier, maybe is not the most in style, but I feel like on this dress, it's not as noticeable because you don't have the tie element. I think really like the crossover with the tie is kind of going out, and this one I feel like maybe it's a little more relevant. Obviously, I'm wearing it in black, so it's got kind of that dowdy look, but it's also available in some brighter colors as well. Pockets, which are key, and then lots of fabric around the waist, which on me, because I'm hippie, it just almost looks a little bit too much. I don't love how this is looking on me because of the volume of the fabric. It's not gliding away, it's like just all there. But I could see on someone that's less of a pear shape, this could be a really pretty dress. It's like a thick jersey material, and so it feels very soft, very warm. I think this would be great for church or going out. Again, this one is very plain compared to some of the other ones that we've seen embellishments and details on, but I think this one could really be dressed up or down. It's that blank slate, so you can add big jewelry, you can add a beautiful belt, you could add a crazy handbag or boots to it. Like I could add my green pea coat I just got from Temu that you saw in my last video. This is the lantern sleeve dress from Anrabess, and I like the color of this one. I like the fit. I feel like I might want to size down in this one. This does come extra small to double X, and I feel like it's just not hitting me the way I want it to. It's got a lot of extra area in the chest and feels like it could be a little bit tighter on the waist. And then when you see my sleeves, it's quite a bit lower on the sleeves. So this might be something where if I like this one, I might want to size down. You might want to size down as well. It's hitting me just above my knees at a really good length. Comes in a ton of colors. I love the scoop neck and the kind of gathering around the chest and the waist. I think it's super flattering. It hides any lumps or bumps as opposed to a knit that's gonna show them all. I feel like this is pretty concealing. One thing that gave me a little bit of pause on this dress is the scoop on the back. Generally in the fall and winter months when I'm wearing long sleeve dresses, it's because I'm cold and I don't necessarily want the top of my back exposed, if that makes sense. So the fact that it had the scoop in the back kind of bothered me a little bit. Like, I might be cold in this. If I'm wearing long sleeves, I'm going to be cold. Why would I want that exposed? It actually opens up the dress and makes it very beautiful, but I started thinking and questioning about the functionality of it. This one comes in a ton of different colors, including some floral prints. So if you like this style of it, feel free to take a look. Everything will be listed below, so if there's something that interests you, you can check the description and I'll also pin it to the top comments. Okay, never has a dress made me feel more like a flight attendant than this one, but I kind of like it. The buttons are actually beautiful buttons and they're functional, so you could open them up. This is the only dress I believe that doesn't kind of have a fit and flare, that just is a little more bodycon. I generally shy away from those types of dresses because of my pear shape, but I don't think it's bad. I'm not wearing any shapewear. If I had some shapewear underneath, that would help as well, but I think it actually looks pretty good. This was not my first choice on color. Many of these dresses in my size, small, were sold out. There was one that was navy and white striped on the top when the skirt part was navy, and I thought that was so cute, but it was sold out in my size. There were also a couple of blue options I thought were really pretty, but not available. This is by Nenona, and they're calling it a sweater dress. It's over 100 degrees outside as I'm recording this, and even though my air conditioner is blasting, this dress of all the ones I've tried on so far is the one that made me the warmest. That's just an indication of the material and that this one potentially would keep you warmer than many of the others we've seen. The sleeves are a little bit long, which for me is a problem. For you, that's a win, because as I mentioned, I definitely have short arms. So when I see something with longer sleeves, I know that's going to work for you in most cases, unless you're like me. I will say this dress is probably the biggest surprise of this haul. I ordered it not expecting to really like it or have it look good on me, and I think it does both. I think I like it and I think it looks okay on me. What do you think? Okay, wow, this dress. I have so much to say about it. This is by Zesica, and it comes in sizes small to extra large. It is ribbed. It's one piece, although it looks like two. So you've got this ribbed turtleneck on top, and then this kind of pleated lined skirt on the bottom, and then the tie in the middle. The sleeves are extra long on this, and so I would definitely need a solution for them, either maybe rolling them or maybe actually paying to get them hemmed or doing something with them, but they're pretty long. The turtleneck, I don't mind. If you don't like things on your neck, this is maybe not the dress for you, but I think this will help keep you warm in the winter. I think this dress would be actually very cute with a jacket on top. The belt that it comes with kind of wasn't really doing it for me, so I tried it just with one of my belts. Now, this is maybe not the belt I would wear with it because it's more of a cream and the skirt is white, but you get the idea. I just wanted to see what it would look like with a regular belt, not the tie. And I definitely do think I like it better with a belt. Again, because it's that kind of sweater knit material, it is showing all the lumps and bumps. Again, no shapewear. I think shapewear would be an improvement. I'm not sure about this dress. I think it's different. It doesn't feel classic. It feels kind of trendy. Like, I wonder, would I wear this past this season if I invested in this? The other thing with this dress, because it's got those big lines on them, I do think, like a pattern, it's going to stand out in people's minds. You know, you wear this one week, and then if you wore it the next week, people are going to remember. Whereas just solid color dresses, you can change them so much and change your accessories and your footwear. So those dresses can look different week to week. Whereas something like this, I think you wear it once and people really remember. Would you wear something like this? What are your thoughts? I think it's really different. I feel like maybe Shea Whitney featured this on her channel. Maybe I saw it there. Anyway, this one comes in sizes small to extra large and lots of different colors. Here we have a turtleneck A-line dress from Kormei. Comes in sizes small to extra large, and it does have the full turtleneck, you know, where you bring it up and then you roll it over. And I've seen people do that so it flips inside or it flips outside, whatever your choice. The one we just saw from Zesica had more of the mock turtleneck, so you didn't flip it. This one's got a lot of material. If you don't like things on your neck, this may not be a good option for you. In the winter when I'm cold, I want the things on my neck because my neck's cold. Everything's cold. I don't mind that for winter. This is just a really basic jersey feeling soft dress that I think you could dress up, dress down, and could be very, very functional. It does have pockets, which you know I love. It looks a little plain, but again, you could do so much with it. Blank canvas here. It comes in a handful of solid colors. This happens to be the black. Let's see how this looks with a belt. Yeah, instant improvement. So you kind of get the idea that with some jewelry or a scarf or some beautiful boots, like this dress could actually be really beautiful. I think if you're looking for a dress that's going to keep you warm around your neck and provide just an extra layer or blank canvas for dressing up kind of a winter fall outfit, this could be a really good choice. This is the only print in this haul. So this is by Pretty Garden and it's a green floral print. It's definitely giving me Little House on the Prairie vibes, but I kind of love it. It's got these little puffed shoulders and all of the ruffle tiers that you see. The top part is smocked. That's the word. I've been calling it rouging, but I think that's the wrong word. So smocked, it actually says in the description, all around the top part, which again, I think is really flattering. It's got the looser sleeves with the elastic at the end of the sleeves. It does have pockets, which is a big bonus. One other thing I appreciate about this dress is many long dresses have slits in them. And so as you're walking, that one leg is sticking out and getting cold, or as you cross your legs, a leg falls out. In the winter, I don't want to have a slit. I just want it covered up. I want to be warm. So I appreciate this one does not have a slit. Thank you, Pretty Garden. However, I will say this is a thinner material. This is not a very, very warm material like some of the other ones that we've seen. So this feels very lightweight and could be a great one for fall. I don't think this one's going to take us all the way through into those colder winter months, but it could be a great transitional piece. It comes in sizes small to double XL, and all of the dresses come in a pattern. There are no solid color options for this particular one. I think overall this one's a really beautiful dress. This might be one of my keepers as well. Another thing I wanted to share is what I'm actually wearing today. My top is from Stitch Fix, like circa 20, I don't even know. But my pants are from FIRESWAN, and this company sent me these pants to share with you, and I'll have a discount code. They have a nice long flat panel pocket here up front, elastic waistband, and super comfortable. These are they feel almost like a linen material, just very breathable and flexible. I feel like these would be great for lounging or travel, and a little drawstring here. I'll share a discount code that you can use to apply to your order. They also sent me these crossover pleated pants that feel like leggings but look like a work pant. These are gorgeous. They have kind of that athletic material in the pockets, and so they feel breathable and buttery soft, just like a pair of leggings. But they've got the pleating and an elastic waistband and feel like they would be very appropriate to wear to work. I love these pants so much, and I will share a discount code for them. Here we have a ribbed, they're calling it pleated, sweater dress from Merokeety, meow. And this is just a beautiful dress. You can see the material is ribbed all throughout. The sleeves are pretty long, which we've talked about. It doesn't have a super defined waist, but it's definitely cut to accentuate the waist. If I were to wear this one, I would definitely wear shapewear with it because, again, with the knit, it is showing a little more of my body shape. What I do like about this dress is it does have the higher neck. Remember that last blue one I tried on that had the low front but also the low back? So I do appreciate that the back is higher. Let me try it on with a belt. Now that I've got the belt out, I'm gonna belt everything. I think it adds instantly to this dress. I think this is a really beautiful dress. Again, this would fall into that category of it's a little plain on its own. The texture of the material is certainly interesting, but this is a dress that we could definitely play up with some accessories, and it could really just be a good blank canvas. This dress is available in sizes small to extra large, and it's only available in solid colors. Now here's an A-line knit dress that I think actually is more flattering for my body shape because it floats away from my body and still provides that warmth, and it's a great knit material. This is by Pretty Garden, and I opted for the teal in this one. They say it's a crew neck, but I almost feel like it's more of a mock turtleneck. You can see it comes up quite a bit. A crew neck I would think would lay flat on my neck, and this one actually stands up. So I feel like that's a little bit misleading from the photos and the description and what I actually got. I don't mind a mock neck, but it's interesting that that's not how it was really shown. It does have pockets, which, you know, I love a pocket. And let me add the belt here. Yeah, instant upgrade with the belt. Why does the belt make everything look better? I should just add a belt to everything. Again, probably not the color belt I would use, but it's the one I grabbed. Little puff sleeves. I think this is a very flattering dress. And again, more of a blank canvas, but I think it's great to have a few of these basic dresses in our closets because these are the types of dresses that we can use with our fun shoes or our fun jewelry or our fun coats. Pretty. This dress is from Zesica and it's got pleating on the bottom and then ribbing up on the top. It kind of reminds me of that other wrap one I tried on earlier. Between the two, I don't know that I love the pleating on this one. Now this is straight out of the packaging, so perhaps if I hung it up or tried to steam it, I don't know if you can steam a knit, but it might lay a little bit better, but I just felt it just was laying a little weird and not flattering for my body shape as much as the other one. What do you think? I bought a lot of things in a rust or brown color, and now I'm not sure I love all of those after looking back. I just wanted some variety instead of navy and black all the time. This one from Zesica comes in sizes small to extra large. Also, that other dress I believe had pockets, and this one does not. So I think between the two, my preference would be the other one. If you like the look of the pleats, maybe you like this one better, but I'll link them all below so you can check them out yourself. Okay, here's a fun one. This actually has a chiffon pleated skirt. The top of this dress by Zesica is kind of just jersey material and just feels cozy and t-shirty and very basic, but the bottom has a pleated chiffon skirt, which I just thought was super fun. The sleeves on this are super long, so you can see that they're hitting me well below my wrist. And I think the chiffon layer just adds a little bit different element. I think I could put a blazer over this and wear it to work. You could wear this and feel a little bit fancier at like a Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. It comes in a multitude of solid colors and in sizes small to extra large. And I think that chiffon detail just adds a little something extra. So do you have an event coming up where you need a new dress for fall or are just looking for a refresh to your wardrobe? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What do you think of these dresses? Will you be checking out any of them? Do you like any of them? Do you have any of them? And if you have them, how have they worn and how have you worn them? Admittedly, I'm a little bit new to purchasing clothing on Amazon. I'm more of a get my dog treats on Amazon kind of person and haven't done a lot of clothing shopping. So this is a new to me experience as well, and I'm having a blast with it. Thanks so much for joining me. If you'd like to check out one of my other haul or Amazon videos, I'll link a couple options here for you to check out next, and I'll see you over there. Bye!